Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to BYJU'S exam prep. My name is Naveen, and today we'll be looking at matrix and grade LRDI question. So, without wasting any time, let's begin. So, this is the set. Looks like I'll have to hide myself. 1 second, I will hide myself. Yeah. Also, is it visible? Everything, is it visible? Okay. So, the question says a candy store sold certain number of 4 types of candies, that is gummy bears, licorice, sugar candy and lollipops on 4 days of a week. As we can see in the table, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, right? In the figure given below, the number in the bracket shows the total number of candies sold on the given 4 days. So 23 candies were sold on Monday, 29 on Tuesday, 4 on Wednesday, and on Thursday we don't know. And gummy bears total were sold 17 and licorice 23, sugar candy 14 and lollipops, we don't know about that. It is also known that all varieties of candies sold on a particular day were distinct. So that means these are going to be distinct values every day for each day. Okay? So it's not that if X is written, we can't write X again. We can write X again, but right now I'm writing different so that you can understand. The number of candies sold were distinct on all days. The number of candies sold of any variety on any day were from 0 to 9. So if we talk about in this, the numbers that can go is going to be from 0 to 9 on each of these days. Okay. In case of 0 candies sold, the box is excluded. So we can see that no box is, the box is excluded as in this was 0. Okay. And then it says, in case a box is present, that particular candy sold on the particular day is 1 out of 1 to 9. Okay. The number of candies sold of any variety were 0 to 9, and that particular candy sold on the particular day is 1 out of 1 to 9. So if you talk about lollipops here, it's going to be 1 to 9. So basically it's not 0 to 9 on Tuesday lollipops and on Thursday licorice. Okay. The number of candies sold on Monday were 6, number of licorice sold on Thursday were 5. Having known this, we need to look at the questions. What was the total number of candies sold in the given 4 days, and so on and so forth. So looking at this, can we say we need to complete the table here? Yeah. Okay, Rishabh and Vedant. So let's try to solve this. So the information given in 5th and 6th, it tells us the number of sugar candies sold on Monday were 6 and number of licorice sold on Thursday were 5. So the moment we get 5 over here, we can put 5 over here. Right? Okay. Now the moment we have 6 over here, we know that this is going to be an 8. This is done. Also, I hope you can understand this part, that the total number of candies that we have day wise, which is 23, 29, 4 and 5, this is going to give us 40, 50, 60, 61 candies overall. The same should be true for the sum of the candies sold overall. So day wise and candy wise, the sum should be same. Right now we have 17 and 23 and 14. So this gives us the value at lollipops, because this should also be 61 overall, isn't it? So 17 plus 23 is 40. 40 plus 14 is 54. If we need a 61, we need to have a 7 here. The moment we say we need to have a 7 here, so lollipops turns out to be 7. And if this is 7, that means this is going to be 7. So I believe we can solve the first question. What is the total number of candies sold in the given 4 days? The answer is going to be 61. Right? Okay, so this part was done. This was pretty easy one. Now, we need to find out what values we are supposed to put here, right? So whenever you have to place in such values, you either start with the smallest or you start with the largest. So the smallest number that you see candy wise is 7 that we have filled. If you look at day wise, it's 4. So 4 has to be placed. So the possibilities could be a lot, right? Could be a lot matlab ek se to zyada hai, right? It could be 0, 4 over there. It could be 1, 3. It could be 2, 2. It could be 3, 1, right? It could be 4, 0. So there are 5 cases over here. So starting with the smallest is not possible. Okay, let's look at the largest number that we see here. So the largest number we see here is 29. Now out of 29, 8 plus 7, 15 is already done, right? So we need another 14. So how can we make 14 such that all the values are different? So can we say we can put 14 as the next number is 6. If I take 6, तो 14 के लिए मेरे को नहीं बनेगा, right? The next I can take is 5 and 9. 9 plus 5 is 14 and 8 plus 7 is 15. So that the sum is 29 in the column wise. So it's going to be 5, 9 or 9, 5. We don't know that as of now. So let's put in both the cases, right? Okay. Next largest number we see is 23. So we have 23 in liquorize as well as Monday. Now if you look at Monday wala column, out of 23, 6 is already there. So that means we are left with 17. Now 17 is only possible if we put 9 and 8. Because remember, every day there are going to be distinct number of candies. So we are going to have 9, 8 or 8, 9. Now the thing is, if I take Tuesday, excuse me, if I take Tuesday 9 for gummy bears and 9 for 9 on Monday. So 9 plus 9 is 18, but we need only 17 gummy bears. So we are pretty sure that one of the 9s at most can go there, right? So we can have 9, 5 or we can have 9. We can't have 9 and 8, right? नहीं हो सकता है, क्या पता 9 और 8 भी हो जाए. Okay. The next largest number is 23. For 23, if we take 8 and 9, that is going to be 17. 17 plus 5 is 22. Then we will have 1 here. So since I have taken 8 and 9, so the gummy bears, we will have 9 and 5. 9 and 5 is going to be 14 and we will need a 3. Right? Yeah, good afternoon, Ritik. Yes, Vedant, this is like Sudoku. Correct, you are correct. So, what should we take? 9, 8 वाला combination लेना है हमें, है ना? Let's think about 953 of gummy bears. Can we take any other combinations as that it makes sense there? कोई और केस ले सकते हैं? Is there any other possibility? See, what I have done is I have taken 9 plus, sorry, I have taken 9, 5, 3, says that this is 17. And for 23, this is 8, 9, 1 and 5, right? Says that this turns out to be 4, this turns out to be 29. 29 matlab 14 further chahiye tha. And we needed another 17 here, right? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. What if I don't take a 9 here? What if I take an 8? If I take an 8, then 8 plus 9 will give us 17. 8 plus 9 is 17. So let's say this is 0. See, if this is going to be 0, how come that box is there? So if the box exists, it means it needs to have 1 at least. So I can't take 8 and 9. What if I take 8 and 5 here? If I take 8 and 5, this is 13. 13 plus 4 is 17. Then that means the bottom is going to be 0. फिर अगर 0 है तो box है क्यों उधर? Right? So we tried 953, we tried 853, 854, we tried 890. The last one that is left is, what if I take 9 on Tuesday? If I take a 9 on Tuesday and 8 here, oh, this is already taken care of, right? This is 17, yes, 0 ho nahi sakta. Okay. So that means we will have only this possibility, that this is going to be 9, this is going to be 5, this is going to be 9, this is going to be 8. This is the only way this can be filled. Okay? So what was the code here? What was the logic? That we will always start with the smallest or the largest. Okay. Think about this. If you are going to add distinct integers, say distinct digits, the maximum you can have is 24. 7 plus 8 plus 9. So if you have a 23, that means you will have a unique possibility when it comes to 3 numbers, right? 987 is 24. So 986 obviously is 23. You can't form 23 by any other way. Okay. So the first one is, the answer is going to be 61. The next, what is the number of liquorized candies sold on Tuesday? Number of liquorized candies sold on Tuesday is 9. So this is going to be 9. 9 is the answer. Next is, which of the following is not true? Number of gummy bears sold on Wednesday are 5. Gummy bears, Wednesday, 5. Gummy bears, Wednesday, 5. Oh, this is true. Right? This is true. Number of gummy bears sold on Tuesday are 5. Number of gummy bears sold on Tuesday are 5. Wednesday go 3, Tuesday go 5. Perfect. So this is also true. Number of lollipops sold on Tuesday are 7. Number of lollipops sold on Tuesday, it is 7 because total lollipops is 7. So this is also true. So which of the following is not true? D option. None of them are false. All the 3 options are true. Okay. Next one. What is the number of gummy bears sold on Monday? So gummy bears sold on Monday is again 9, right? So we will have 9 here. Only one question was an MCQ one, others were teeter. So I believe you guys can understand that whatever configuration we were supposed to get, they were supposed to be perfect. As in, there will not be any caselets that should exist. Right? ठीक है. Chalo, let's start with the next set. The Human Development Index, or SDI, provides a single index measure to capture 3 key dimensions of human development: a long and healthy life, known as health; access to knowledge, known as education; and a decent standard of living, known as income, which are measured for all the countries respectively by I income, I education, and I health respectively. The SDI is calculated as the geometric mean equally weightage of I health, I education, and I home as follows. So this is the formula. SDI is going to be bracket I income into I education into I health whole raised to 1 by 3. I hope you guys would understand that. है ना? तो मैं ना इसको थोड़ा ये रिप्रेजेंटिंग की जरूरत नहीं है. ठीक है. The SDI score of any country is an integer from 1 to 9. So the numbers that we are going to get over here, it's going to be 1 to 9. Okay. Each of these parameters, 3 parameters, I income, I education, I health, denoted also by I, E and H, also respectively is measured on a scale of 1 to 9. So each of the 3 values, they are also going to be from 1 to 9. with 1 being the lowest and 9 being the highest. So ज़्यादा value तो मतलब ज़्यादा उसका index, right? No two countries have equal score with respect to each other on all the 3 parameters at a time. Though two countries may have equal scores with respect to any particular parameter or any of two same parameters out of the given 3 at a time. So suppose we have country X and we have country Y, and we are talking about the income, education and health. Suppose X gets a parameter of 114. So Y cannot get 114. This is not allowed because it says no two countries have equal score with respect to each other on all the 3 parameters at a time. Simultaneously तीनों same नहीं होंगे, ठीक है? But we can have 2 of them same, as in I can have 1 1, let's say 3, तो 2 parameters same है, that is allowed. I can also have only 1 parameter same, ये भी चलेगा, okay? And I can even have this, I can have 1 4 1 also. So this is a scenario where only 1 parameter is same. This will also work just fine. Now, the individual scores in I, E and H in the same order for any country is always non-decreasing. Non-decreasing doesn't mean increasing. मतलब वो कम नहीं होना चाहिए, बराबर और बढ़ना चाहिए. So if I look at X, this is non-decreasing and then it's increasing, which is same as non-decreasing wala part. But I can't have 1 4 1 because this was non-decreasing, then again it decreased. So बोले तो IEH को जब लिखेंगे from left to right, तो right hand side value can never be smaller than the left hand side value. बराबर हो सकता है, but it can't be smaller. That's what we mean by always non-decreasing here. Yeah, hi Sonali. Now, there are 8 countries: Namibia, Guinea, India, Afghanistan, Sierra Leone, Mali, Tiger and Tajikistan, for which, Mali, Niger and Tajikistan, for which the SDI calculation was done. The additional information about the SDI score and the individual score in different parameters is given below. So we have 7 points. Each of these countries has the SDI score of this. Each of these countries has SDI score of 2. Out of this and this, highest score in health parameter and so on and so forth. So we are supposed to draw a table, right? एक table draw करते हैं. Table में पहला column is going to be the country. उसके बाजू में let's write down their SDI. And then let's draw 3 further columns for I, E and H, right? Income, education and health. ठीक है, यही थी. And we will be filling up the table, right? If you look at these statements are majorly about the countries first, so we will fill up the countries and then we will accordingly do the HDI. Okay, so let's do one thing. Let's fill the table. Okay, let's draw a table and let's get done with it. So I will need hold on. आप भी बनाओ तब तक, मैं भी बनाता हूं, ठीक है? You guys also draw the table. In the meantime, I will also draw. So How many rows and columns are required? We need a total of 9 rows and there are 5 attributes, so 5 columns, right? तो चलो 5 rows and 5 columns का table बनाते हैं, ठीक है? Let's do this live. So 5 columns and 9 rows. Okay, so this is what we have. Let's draw this. ठीक है. Okay, so let's fill in some of the values. So we will be writing down the country, we will be writing down their SDI, and then we have income, education and health, IEH in this order, I believe. Income, education, health. Income, education, health, right? Let's fill up the country's name as well. So the country's name that we have is Namibia, Guinea, India, Afghanistan, Sierra Leone, Mali, Niger, and Tajikistan. Okay, chalo. We will put in those values from the statements that gives us something definite, right? Each of Guinea and Sierra Leone has the SDI score of 3. So SDI score of 3 and SDI score of 3. Fine. With same score in education parameter, but different scores in income and health parameter. So this is going to be same. Now think about this. SDI is actually the product of these three whole raised to 1 by 3. मतलब इन तीनों का product should be equal to 27, right? 3 cube. So if I need a 27, how am I going to get a 27? So can I say 1 into 3 into 9 is 127, another is 3 into 3 into 3? These are the two possibilities to get a 27 number by taking the product of digits. 1 to 9 is only allowed, right? So which one is 139, which one is 339, we don't know. So I will put in both the cases. I can have 139 over here and 339 for Sierra Leone, or I can have 339. See, beach wala to 3 hi hoga, right? So let's not make two cases for that. So it could be 333, and accordingly this is going to be 139, right? So this is done. Next is each of Afghanistan, Niger and Mali. Afghanistan has SDI score of 2, Niger has an SDI score of 2, and Mali has an SDI score of 2. Now again, same logic. If the product of IEH ka 1/3 power is 2, that means the product should be 8. How can we write 8? So 1 to 8 banega 2 into 2 into 2 se. Another 8 we can form is 1 into 2 into 4. And another 8 we can form is 1 into 1 into 8. Did we miss anything? No. Ye possibilities are. Right? So this is for those jinka SDI score 2 hai. Okay. Next, out of India, Tajikistan and Namibia, India has the lowest score in health. Okay, so we will remember this. Ye aapka India, Namibia and Tajikistan. So these are the only 3 countries left, right? Jiska kuch SDI nahi likha hua hai. So this is the smallest amount between these 3, not overall. Okay, we really can't do anything about this statement, so let's ignore this. Next, out of Afghanistan, Niger and Mali, the three countries whose SDI is 2, जो अभी अभी statement देगा था. Afghanistan has the lowest score in education. Afghanistan has the lowest score in education. So can we say यहाँ पर वो number आना चाहिए middle में जो सबसे छोटा है. So Afghanistan का it's going to be 1 into 1 into 8. Right? And Mali has the highest score for income. If Mali has the highest score for income, that is income is the first number, right? So 222 should be for Mali. So it's going to be 222. And obviously, if this is for Mali and if this is for Afghanistan, 124 will be for Niger. So this is 124. So we are done with this as well. Next, each of India, Tajikistan and Namibia has SDI score of 4. So India, Namibia, Tajikistan has an SDI score of 4. 4 matlab something into something into something is ka cube root is equal to 4. So 64 is the product we need. 64 ke liye we can have 4 into 4 into 4 as 1. हमें 3 cases बनाने हैं, right? Next we can have is 2 into 4 into 8, 64. And next one we can have is 1 into 8 into 8. This is also 64. Is there any other possibility? Well, if I take 2 into 2, that is 4, I will need a 16. We can't have beyond 9, right? So, यही 3 cases हैं. Namibia and Afghanistan are the only 2 countries that have equal scores with respect to 2 same parameters. It being given that their score is not equal for education. मुझे लग रहा है कुछ और भी बन सकता है क्या? नहीं, नहीं बन सकता. Okay, let's go to the third statement. Out of India, Tajikistan and Namibia, India has the lowest score in health. Lowest score in health मतलब ये, right? This is the health ka lowest score. And then it says Namibia and Afghanistan are the only 2 countries that have equal scores with respect to 2 same parameters. How come we don't see it? देखो तीनों तो same नहीं हो सकते numbers, right? And I can't write 1 into 1 because the third will be 64 then. And if we write 2 into 2, the problem is the third number will be 16. Okay, let's reread that statement. The individual scores in income, health and education in the same order for any country is always non-decreasing, and no 2 countries have equal score with respect to each other on all the 3 parameters at a time. Though 2 countries may have equal scores with respect to any particular parameter or any of the 2 same parameters. ठीक है, एक या 2 पैरामीटर आपके सेम हो सकते हैं, राइट? पर सारे नहीं हो सकते. Okay, so one thing is for sure, India is going to be 4 into 4 into 4, right? Now, how to figure out which one is Namibia and which one is Afghanistan? Actually, we can have these 2 possibilities, right? We can have 2 and 1, and accordingly we will have 4 and 8 for Namibia. Last wala to 8 ही होगा. And accordingly Tajikistan is going to be 1 or 2, 8 or 4, and the last one is anyways going to be 8. Yeah, good afternoon, Sunita. Right? Each of these 3 has a SDI score of 4. Namibia and Afghanistan are the only two countries that have equal scores with respect to two same parameters. It being given that their score is not equal for education. ठीक है. Okay, the SDI score is an integer from 1 to 9 and IH also measured on a scale of 1 to 9, only integers allowed, right? So, is there any other way to make a 64? 8 into 8 is 64. 16 into 4 is 64. Now, 16 can be made as 2 into 8 or 4 into 4. And 2 into 32. So, which is again back to 248 only. Okay, what are we missing? Because if you look at the first question, the question is what is Tajikistan's score in education? And it's a theta question. So for Tajikistan score in education, we need to have a unique value and not 84. And this is possibility nahi chahiye. India has the lowest score in health, which is obviously 4. It should be non-decreasing. It is non-decreasing. Okay, let's not rush. Let's think about this for a moment. What do you think? Each of Guinea and Sierra Leone has a ठीक है. Afghanistan, Niger, Mali का भी हो गया. Guinea, Sierra Leone, Guinea has this high score in health parameter. But different. Okay, देखना पड़ेगा. Let's reread the question statements. ठीक है, मेरे को लग रहा है कि कुछ तो सिंपल सा चीज मिस कर रहे हैं. Each of Guinea and Sierra Leone has the SDI score of 3. That means 27 should be the product. Each with the same score in education parameters. So obviously that is 3. But different scores in health and income parameters. So that is obviously there are only 2 possibilities. So this is what we get. Right? Each of Afghanistan, Niger and Mali has an SDI score of 2. So that means these are the 3 cases. Out of Guinea and Sierra Leone, G has the higher score in health parameter. So, okay. So this gives us that this is supposed to be 9. ये बड़ा ज़्यादा है ना, तो ये 3 हो जाएगा. If this is going to be 3, that means this one is also going to be 3. And this 139, this is what we will have for Guinea. Because we need to have health last वाला value larger than Sierra Leone का. ठीक है. Out of India, Tajikistan and Namibia, India has the lowest score in health. 4 is the lowest score. Each of India, T and N has a SDI score of 4. N and A, Namibia and Afghanistan are the only 2 countries that have equal scores with respect to 2 same parameters, it being given that their score is not equal for education. एजुकेशन का बराबर नहीं है पर स्कोर सेम है. हाउ इज इट पॉसिबल कि दो सेम हो, बीच वाला सेम नहीं हो? $64 is 1 into 1 I can't write, 1 into 2 I can't write, 1 into 2 32 हो जाएगा फिर next number, right? So 1 into I can't write 2, 4 is the next one, so this is going to be 16 now. ये भी नहीं लिख सकते 4, so we can have next is 8, 1 into 8 into 8. What if I change this to 2 now? If I change this to 2, I will need 32. 32 we can have as 2 into 2, 4. 4 into 8, 32 नहीं होता है. So I can't have 2 into 2. That is not possible, right? Because I need a 32. 32 के लिए 4 into 8 is minimum required, right? So we will have 2 into 4 into 8. Right? Okay, next one is I can write 4. And if I write 4 here, so the next numbers are going to be 4 into 2 into 8. I can't write because they need to be non-decreasing, right? 4 के बाद 2 लिखने का मतलब decreasing हो जाएगा. So we will have 4 into 4 into 4 as the third possibility. Now if I change the first number 4 to 8, दोनों में से कोई एक नंबर तो छोटा हो जाएगा. मे बी दोनों छोटा हो जाए. तो 64 के केसेस तो यही 3 बन रहे हैं, है ना? So Namibia and Afghanistan are the only two countries that have equal scores with respect to two same parameters. ये तो किसी कॉम्बो में नहीं आ रहा. If I take 188 or if I take 188 and 248, एक ही पैरामीटर में सेम है. If I take 188 and 444, ये भी है. And if I take 248, तो ये हो सकता है. Lowest score in health. This is done. I think जहां पे ना लास्ट स्टेटमेंट में कोई दिक्कत है. ठीक है, देयर इज सम इश्यू हियर बिकॉज वी आर नॉट गेटिंग सच अ सिनेरियो कि दे मैच कॉलम वाइज और दे मैच रो वाइज, कि दो नंबर सेम होंगे. Okay, let's look at the question. What is Tajikistan score in education? Tajikistan score in education could be 4 or 8. Let's see what the answer is. It says 4. So if it's 4, it's going to be 2, 4 and 8. If it's going to be 2, 4 and 8, so that means it was. अरे यार, मैं तब से क्या नाम पढ़ रहा हूँ. It's not Tajikistan. This is Afghanistan. I'm so sorry, guys. Wasted almost 15-20 minutes over this. Namibia and Afghanistan are the only two countries that have equal scores with respect to two same parameters. So this is these are the only two countries जहां पर कि दो पैरामीटर की वैल्यू सेम है. So that means Namibia ka is going to be 188. Wow. Afghanistan, Tajikistan. That means this is going to be 248. Wow. Like really. Okay. Afghanistan, not Tajikistan. See, such a confusing thing. Okay, now since the table is complete, we can solve all. What is Niger's score in health? Let's go to Niger, look at its health. It's 4. So 4 is going to be the answer. Which of the following countries has equal individual scores in all the three parameters? तीनों सेम कौन कौन से हैं? Mali and Sierra Leone and India, of course. 3, 222, 333, 444. So Mali, Sierra Leone, India. So Mali, Sierra Leone, India. Only India is there, so we'll take India, right? बाकी दोनों नहीं है. So A is going to be the answer. And how many of the countries have equal individual scores in all the three parameters? Okay, तीनों equal individual scores in all the three parameters. So what do we mean by that statement? Equal individual scores in all the three parameters. So are we talking about India, Sierra Leone and Mali? कि इनके जो है हर पैरामीटर में we have the same value, right? We are talking about that, those countries कि सब में same value. So there are 3 such countries. C option. Next question is, which of the following countries has the highest individual score for any of the 3 parameters? So we have seen 8 being the highest, right? No, 9 being the highest. This is only for Guinea. D option. And for which of the following countries the HDI score would not have changed if the SDI were calculated as the arithmetic mean of the 3 parameters? Well, that is going to be true for the countries. I hope you can understand where all the values are same. And all the values were same for India, Mali and Sierra Leone. For Sierra Leone, the geometric mean will be same as arithmetic mean. AM is equal to GM is equal to HM if all the values are same. So we don't have India and Mali, so obviously Sierra Leone. So A becomes the answer. Right? So I hope you guys can understand that by simply missing or misreading a single word. I was misreading Afghanistan and Tajikistan again and again and again for 15 minutes almost. 15 नहीं तो 10 मिनट तो कम से कम मैं गलत पढ़ रहा था. And I was like कि कुछ तो गड़बड़ है उधर. So interesting, nice question, right? And the way the statements, conditional statements were given, those made it tricky. So everybody, whoever is present here, make sure that you like this video and make sure that you subscribe the channel if you haven't yet. So you can enter your mobile number and get unlock your 3-day free trial access to the app. Okay, this is on the app. You can download the app. The link is given in the description as well as in the chat. You can also enroll to our test series, which includes more than 80 mocks, CAT as well as non-CAT exams, more than 10,000 practice questions and video solutions and everything. You can be one among our CAT 2022 toppers list, just like this list this year in 2023. All you have to do is join our latest batch and be quick. Time is running out for both the cases. This is going to be most likely the last batch or one of the last batches we are going to have. Okay, and also since CAT is going to be very, very near. On 16th of July at 11 a.m., make sure that you join this workshop by Mr. Srinivas. The workshop is about MBA, why, how, and when. Okay, and you can also avail up to 90% scholarship if you want to join our comprehensive program batch. All you have to do is write a scholarship test. Okay, register for this before you write the scholarship test. The registration link is given in the description as well. And don't forget to download the app from where you will be writing down the test. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe our social media handles, and you can follow us on Instagram and like our Facebook page. You can also download our app from Google Play. Thank you, everyone. Thank you very much. I'll be seeing you guys again next time, very soon, with another session on LRDI or Quant. Until then, take care.